Bejon Misra, there are passengers who believe that, once I'm on a flight, it's the airline's responsibility to look after me, and if anything goes wrong, I have every right to behave in the, that I, in a way, am the person in charge, not the airline. So consumers also need to recognize that they have a responsibility when they become a passenger. It's not just that they have a right to do what they please. That's part of the problem, the way consumers perceive themselves.
Well, I agree with you, Rajdeep, that when you assert your rights, you have to assert it in a very responsible manner. Now, what the captain also mentioned, you see, every passenger is not the same. So there has to be some kind of a skill set, soft skill set, trained crew members who should be able to handle different kinds of passengers in a different kind of a manner. So what I am trying to understand is that whenever any crew identifies a passenger who is not healthy, they have to ensure that they inform about such passengers immediately to their supervisors or to even the commander to take charge, to ensure that those kind of passengers are aptly warned and they are told that, look, you cannot behave like this. And that has to be told, and there has to be a very deterrent action taken. Also, Rajdeep, we must remember, if the action is not taken, whether it's the crew, whether it's commander, if there is a lapse, if the passenger has done something wrong, then the culprit has to be punished. And that is not happening. And that should happen.
Parvez, do you believe that people believe they can get away with it?
No, but I'll tell you something. I think the people who behave in a crazy manner, do crazy things, are very few. I think most passengers I've observed are very well behaved and obey the law and obey the rules. But of course, sometimes people turn up, and after getting drunk, they did do act stupid things. I don't know if you remember this, but Damani Airways license was suspended for a week because 2 people got drunk. I mean, the airline paid the price at that time. But a stricter action taken, a police action taken, a criminal action taken would definitely deter passengers. People who travel business class need to fly all the time, need to go to places. Putting them on a low-fly list of all airlines for a longer period would be a very serious deterrent. I wouldn't like to be put, or nobody would like to be put on a no-fly list.
Okay,
and
so
government is
you need to start putting
more strongly.
Sure, you need to enforce the no-fly list more strongly. Final word, Jitendra Bhargava, from your long experience, VVIPs in particular. We don't know whether the individual here was a VVIP, but in general, for an airline like Air India, when it was in the public sector, more difficult to handle. Jante nahi main kaun hu. You must have had to deal with that.
No, but that was a different era when the government believed that every politician.
No, but did that happen?
The airline. It's no longer true. But your earlier question, I missed out.
No, but did that happen? Did that happen often?
Oh, it does. We all know of instances when the flight was held up for various reasons, etc. People being upgraded recklessly and all those kind of things you're familiar with. But today, when you ask this question, whether the crew gets intimidated with the stature of an individual, I don't think any crew member, when they're submitting their report, they religiously write the report as fairly as possible for the management to know what transpired on the flight.
Okay.